Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017 on YouTube and Athena's Creations on Facebook. Thank you for joining me this evening. I've got a couple of projects that I'm going to share with you, and I've got some fun fold, easy to replicate birthday cards using a couple of different stamp sets. I always like to look in the mini catalog, and I was intrigued by these cute little designs and looked it up, and apparently it's called the sour cream treat. So I'm going to show you how easy that is to make using the supplies here, and we're going to talk about a little bit about celebration and the Storybook Friends, and of course there's a couple of weeks left for the celebration, and we're going to use some of this paper as well. So again, thank you so much for joining me tonight, either live or on the replay. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2017, and I'm going to go ahead and get started this evening since I have several things that I want to share with you that are lots of fun, and I hope you will enjoy them and share them with others as well. So let's go ahead and put the camera down. One moment. Let's go ahead and, oops, my arm got in the way there. There we go. I just need to tilt it down. Here we go. All right. I have been playing every chance I can get and have made some really fun designs that I'm going to share with you. Let me just get myself situated here. All right, let's see. Just double check for a second here, make sure that we're live. I think we are, but let me just double check. My little puppy's over here wanting some attention this evening. This is such a fun little sour cream pouch treat, whatever you want to call it. Yes, we are live. Good. Okay. And it's so easy to make. So using this suite of product, well, not suite, just a few items from this product, and it's the Storybook Friends, and it is found starting on page 23. And it's using this paper here and this really beautiful ribbon. It's the Petal Pink scalloped ribbon. It's so beautiful. And we're going to make this using that cute little guy there. And let me just share with you what all comes with this, and then we'll get into the other fun stuff. But let me show you what all comes in this one. Oh, my puppy's right here trying to give me some attention. Okay. So this fun Storybook Friends has all these really sweet little characters, little carrot mound, little house. I mean, these are really cute little characters. The greetings are just fabulous. And I store all of my dies in the case with the stamps. I have 3 stamps out, and of course the die cuts coordinate with the paper, which is really handy to have. And then you've got this really sweet paper, and it's 2-sided. See, and that's the side we're using tonight, and that's so cute. And that's a really pretty design on all this paper. Look how sweet. And then the little houses. Oh, it's just adorable. Look at this paper. And then something else that I love about this, it's got 2 sheets of these die cuts. So you've got ready-made pictures that look very similar to the die cuts that you can use on any of your projects. Really sweet. Love this grouping of stamps that are in Storybook Friends. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make that. And I call it the sour cream pouch gift. I don't know what the exact, but it looks like a sour cream packet. And it's so, so easy to make. And I thought that was really cute. Some bunny loves you. And I've got this filled with treats. Basically, I think it's like 7 Smarties or something like that. And I got this idea here. All right. Let me move this aside. And then this is filled with the little Laffy Taffies. This is part of the free paper you can get when you order $60 or more in product. This is called the Fruit Salad Designer Series paper. And I've done a couple of fun things I'm going to just show you tonight using that. And then you just basically, you fill up your cute little pouch with whatever fun treats that you want. And then you've got these little strips that you will use take your pick tool and take off the tear and tape, and then you will just pinch it together. And then you've got what looks like a sour cream pouch, or I guess what you would get at a restaurant for the sour cream pouches. From me to you, I took that sentiment from the Bright Borders, and I used the punch, which I took some still shots and I'll share with everybody later. And I maneuvered the cardstock. So here's the punch, the point label punch. And I basically brought the paper in from the top and I fed it in this direction. And you can maneuver your paper that way. And this was just a small little strip. And I didn't have the full cutout, but you can see that you can use punches like this and you can create some really cute tags that are originals, one of a kind. And that's kind of what I did here. I had like a little scrap paper hanging around over here, kind of like a piece like this. And I had stamped it and then I just fed it in through the top and punched it out and made that little design. So I always like to share fun tips and tricks with everybody. I learned it here and there, and I always like to share with y'all. And I want to share some fun things that I've created using that paper too before we do the sour cream real quick. And it's such a beautiful paper. Like I said before, that storybook is so sweet. So this packet of designer series paper, there's all kinds of designs. Basically a salad of fruit. And who doesn't love a good fruit salad? And then I even saw another demonstrator out there, I can't remember her name, and she used some circle punches to create a watermelon using this paper, which I thought was really, really sweet. And of course you do have, I think it's one of these on here. Yeah, right here. There's, you know, little bananas and things that you can cut out, little watermelon pieces. And that's basically what I did. And this is what I created. I brought in the sample here, just like that. And that is basically the Grow with Love dies. It's this die right here. And I love this die. It's kind of one of my favorites. It's an online exclusive, which is part of this bundle here, Grow with Love. And it also coordinates with February's Paper Pumpkin Kit. So hopefully you guys got your order in your paper pumpkin so you don't miss out. This is a really fun bundle, and I basically used this die cut to create the following that I'm going to share with you. I made a little pouch using this paper, the cantaloupe or the melon, and I'm really big into water flavors. I don't like plain water, so I have these little packets that I put in my water so it gives it some flavor. And I drink my water intake every day. So this is the perfect little Grow with Love. And I fussy cut these little pieces out. And I also made the one with the fun little oranges and the lemons. So put a little Crystal Light packet in there. A little Weiler's lime. And then there's even some Weiler's banana flavored that you can put in your waters. And then I just fussy cut the bananas out. Super fun and cute. I just wanted to share that. And I think it was last week or the week before I shared the Valentine treats that we made. a couple weeks back, and it's using this die cut, the Grow with Love die. It's so much fun. In fact, I'm going to take one of these with me tomorrow night for our Valentine's dinner, and our waiter or waitress is going to have this one with some money tip tucked behind there. So this is a fun little idea that you could do for your waiter, waitress. Oh, and I did do the watermelon, little watermelon packets. So this was just a fun little thing that I was playing with this past week, and I just wanted to share that with y'all real quickly before we got started with everything tonight. Lots of fun. I'll, of course, take some pictures for you guys later and share all of that. And then when you use that die cut, it basically takes a 6x6 sheet of paper. There is some designs on here that you could, kind of cut out for the front of your label if you wanted. I got some little Smarties. I got the little Laffy Taffies. Basically, these little sour cream pouches that I'm going to share with you tonight will fit all kinds of fun candies. Assorted fruit chews. Just a little bit of everything will fit in there. So let's get started. This one's got the little Laffy Taffies. I think my son likes the Laffy Taffy. I might give him one of those. But this one's really, really sweet. Some bunny loves you. And I did remember to write down my 5 steps, my notes. That way I won't goof. And then you can always take a still shot too if that helps you guys. I'm calling it the sour cream pouch gift. I don't know what else you'd call it, but it's super easy, fun. It's so cute. It is a fun little pouch, and we're using tear and tape. That's really important. This is really good adhesive. And we're using this beautiful pink ribbon that is also part of the suite. And I wrote on here, Storybook Friends. It's petal pink. It's really, really pretty. It's a light pink in color. And I've already got our designer series paper cut 6x6. And of course, there's some die cuts that will die cut these out. These are super sweet. And I want this to be on the outside. So that means that I'm going to put tear and tape on 3 sides. That's the first thing that we're going to do. And we're going to get our tear and tape out, which is really nice, strong adhesive. And we're just going to go along the side. And you just want to press in and make sure that's on there nice and strong and very well on there. And then we're going to do the next side. Again, just apply that pressure. So only 3 sides. And this is a 6x6 sheet of designer series paper. Tear and tape. Love the tear and tape. Hey Barb, I'm so glad you got to join us tonight. I don't always get to see who joins, but I appreciate when you can. And if not, live on the replay. So you've got your 6x6, and you have the one side that does not have your adhesive. So that's the side that you're going to fold. And then we're going to take that piece of tear and tape there off, but we're going to make it like a toilet paper roll, basically. And we're going to just do like that. Okay, that's number 2 on my notes here, so that I can remember to do this correctly. And it's super easy. Sometimes I make it look difficult, but it's really not. And if I remember, when I did the first one, I'm going to just start from the side right here. And I'm just pinching it on the right side. And then down the middle. You can always use your bone folder to just apply that pressure on the inside where we can't really reach because it's Nice little roll. Just like that. And then next, we're going to pinch one end after removing the tear and tape. So we're gonna get that tear and tape and remove it, but we're gonna use our take or pick tool. This is so, so easy, you guys. I'm surprised I've never done this before, but this is new to me, so of course I had to share. And then you just pinch down that side there. Super easy. Okay. And then I'm going to have that as the bottom, and this will be the front. And you're basically going to pinch it the opposite direction. Okay. But before we do that, we want to put our goodies inside. And if I'm not mistaken, this first one, I was able to fit like 7 of the Smarties. And it'll fit whatever candy you want to put in there. I was thinking too, because these are strawberries, my son loves the strawberry fruit chews. Those would be good in there. So I think before doing that, I might get some of those. I'm pretty sure I have them somewhere. I just don't remember. But it'll hold all kinds of little candies, little fruit chews, little Tootsie Roll fruit chews, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay. And so we're going to decorate the top. After you fill it up, then you'll take that off and pinch it together. Let's go ahead. Let me show you how easy this is. You're just going to kind of make it like this, right? And what I like to use is my take your pick tool and glue dots. To me, that's the easiest way to apply ribbon. Let's see what I did. I'm going to remove that glue dot after all. And I'm going to put it over here. Because that's going to be the front. And then I've got these little pieces that I die cut out. And another little guy here, somebody loves you. You can do Happy Easter. That's so, so cute. I do like these two, I think. Let's do that one. And then, of course, I don't know if I've mentioned before, but you can, I'm going to move this out of the way. You can stamp on glitter paper, okay? In fact, the glitter paper that I'm referring to and that I'm using is an online exclusive. It's the Pastel Ombre Glimmer. You get 6 of these. You can stamp on the glitter glimmer paper. Now, years ago, they had some glimmer paper that when you touched it, it came right off in your hands and fingers. But this glitter paper, it stays on there. And it's you know, it's raised up a little bit, but you can actually stamp on there. So that's what we're going to do. Somebody loves you, or Happy Easter greetings. Let's do Easter greetings. And this, of course, is coming from the Storybook Friends bundle. So sweet. Lots of sweet characters. There's 17 stamps. Just when you're stamping on the glimmer paper, you just want to use your Memento ink. Make sure the ink's on there real well, and then just apply some pressure so that the ink can soak into the glimmer paper. And voila, love it. I have a feeling I'm going to need to order some more of this paper because that is so fun. Easter greetings. I'm going to put some dimensionals on my project because I'm going to find some, like, I don't know, strawberries or Easter eggs or something. And I've got a little blue dot under there. And I'm going to put my dimensionals right there. It's going to help hold down that ribbon. And I don't want to rub that until that completely dries. But that's how easy it is. And you fill it up with your favorite candy and you seal it off. Now I'm going to use a dimensional to put these cute little characters on there somehow. Let me think, how's this going to look? You know what? Let's just do the little one. Yeah, let's do the little one. Just like the first one. So cute. Don't want to take away from it. Okay, now I'm going to just trim the ribbon a little bit. Cute. Lots of fun. So that's how easy that is to make our sour cream pouch gift. You line 3 sides with tear and tape on your 6x6 designer series paper, and then you roll it in, tuck it, creating a roll. You take your adhesive off, and then you just, I use the bone folder to help reach in so that that seals real well. And then you pinch the one side together, taking that tear and tape off. Then you fill up your container of goodies, and then you take that tear and tape off and pinch that side opposite. And that's our sour cream gift pouch. Super easy to do and really easy to replicate. And of course, we stamped on glitter paper, which is so much fun. That's kind of my latest craze. I absolutely love it. I just think it's so much fun. There'll be more cards with this later. Some bunny loves you. So sweet. This one's actually full of little Smarties. I might give that to my son, even though he's an adult. So much fun. All right, so let's move on to our really fun cards. Just want to set these off to the side. That way I can save those for later. And then the first card is what we did on at our workshop last Saturday, using the With You in Mind. And this is a $1 Million Sales Achiever, Julie Davison. These are some really nice stamps here that are included. And when I first start stamping, I just kind of stamp some scrap paper just to kind of see what I'm dealing with. And again, we're going to stamp on glimmer paper. And when I was cleaning my craft room, I found a stack of pre-cut cardstock and thought, I'm going to create a card. And that's what I did. Happy birthday. It's a really simple fold. And the DSP that's lined on there is 4 by 2 3/4. And then I'm using the, oh, I just drew a blank. But these, I've been using them a lot lately. And I don't have them right here handy. There's all the pieces that we're going to need. Spotlight on nature. I had to look because it was going to bug me all night if I didn't. Spotlight on nature. So a trick that we learned when we were making this card, basically it's like 3.5 by 3.5 white cardstock. And then we ran it through the die cut emboss machine, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when you took it out, most of the pieces were out. Now, if your die cut has little pieces left over, you can see that it will pop out when you just put it on your table. I learned that at a on-stage event for demonstrators a while back, many years ago, moons ago. And of course, I create all this little white confetti, I guess. So just be careful about that. So that's what I'm using for this one. And we're going to stamp that Sweet Butterfly, which is also from the Beautiful Butterflies bundle. I realized I'm using several stamp sets together. And then the big happy birthday. And I think I'm going to use Pretty in Pink instead of Memento. And we'll use Memento for the little glimmer paper. But I think for happy birthday, we want to brighten it up with our In Color Pretty in Pink. Love me some Pretty in Pink. It's nice, happy birthday. And I think I might have mentioned before, when you use circles, whether it's punches or die cuts, you don't have to worry about, am I stamping it straight or not? Because you're basically going to be straight, because the circle can be maneuvered on your card so much easier. Isn't that pretty? It's a lot easier, I should say. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to get our Memento ink out again. We're going to stamp this beautiful butterfly on this beautiful glimmer paper. And then you just let the ink soak in. Pardon me. And then you run it through the die cut emboss machine, and voila. That little white confetti is everywhere. And this one's going to be applied at the top with a dimensional. Sometimes it's easier to put your dimensional on your project where you want it. Like that. And so this, of course, let me show you. This is part of the Designer Series paper that you can get for free. It may have been on low inventory at one point, but when you purchase $60 or more, you can get this beautiful Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper, and that's where this one's coming from. It's 4 by 2 3/4. Just want to burnish that nice and smooth. Makes for Folding the card nice and easy. And then we've got our cute little daisy from the With You in Mind. And then I'm going to stamp in the corner with Daffodil Delight. Oops. And I want to just see what it looks like stamped on the Designer Series paper. Okay. No harm, no foul on that one. Okay. So I'm just going to take a look right here. It's going to center nicely. Lift up one side. Add the adhesive. And it almost looks like this paper was made for this stamp set, in my opinion. So pretty. And then we're going to adhere just part of the die cut piece. And I'm looking to see where I want it, so I'm going to put my finger at the top so I know not to go beyond that part with the adhesive. That's how easy it is to make this beautiful card. Now, of course, we want to bring in some bling, our Tinsel Gem 3-pack and Tinsel Gem 4-pack. That's a mouthful. So this one is the Tinsel 4-pack. And the 3-pack, I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia, which is what that looks like there, in the middle. And then I'm going to use the 2 small ones. And it's Lemon Lime Twist, but it just works so well. I love gems. They're so pretty. And there is our first card. So which one do you like? Do you like the Memento or do you like the Pretty in Pink better? I'm curious what your thoughts are on that. Now let's move on to card number 2. And this one I had made previously, but I hadn't shared it yet. And the reason why I hadn't shared it yet is because I realized this is retired paper, but I still had some left. And I used some retired embellishments. And I had pre-made these cupcakes already. And what I do when I'm playing around with different colors, I like to write them down because I don't always remember which color did I use. And I stamped it in the Memento, and then I came in with the blends, and I used the dark crumb cake for the blend here, the light petunia pop for the pink, and the boho blue and balmy blue to stamp that one. And then I came in with the Wink of Stella on just like the yellow piece, right? I wasn't sure what I was going to do with that, but anyway, so that's what I made. And this is actually from the stamp set that's in the annual catalog. It's part of the Pocket Thought dies. And this one's really easy to make, and it's a fun fold. If you want to do a screenshot, the card base is 8.5 by 5.5. You score it at 2.5 and at 4, or excuse me, you score it 2 1/8, or 2 plus 2 lines on your trimmer, and it's scored at the 2 1/8 and also the 4 1/4. And then the cardstock piece is 3 by 3, and the designer paper that goes on top of that 3 by 3 cardstock piece is measured 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. The designer paper on the inside is 2 1/4 by 5.5, and the white piece on the inside is 3.5 by 5 1/4. there's my little sticky. We'll go ahead and make card number 2, which is this design here. Now it comes with those cutouts, right, on the inside. And I thought that looked really cute there. There's all this beautiful gold petunia pop. And then, of course, just like the rabbit paper, you've got all these little cutout pieces that you can use. There's actually 2 sheets of them. And then I just decided to use that for the inside. And this is Blueberry Bushel. I absolutely love this blue. And I decided to use gold. I was going to use part of the designer paper, but I wanted some gold because we've got this gold that's part of the suite. It's just called Gold, and it is open weave trim. So it's like a little netting, almost like a fish net. You know, you could probably use that with that fish stamp set that's in the annual catalog. That's an idea. So let's go ahead and get our bone folder and burnish all of our score lines. Oh, hey, Sandra, I'm glad you could join us tonight. Yes, the yellow floral is gorgeous. I get so intent on demonstrating the cards, I forget to look over to see all the comments. There we go. So 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. The score lines. Then here's our 3 by 3 and 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm just going to layer that right on top of each other. And then apply our adhesive. Same thing for this one. I'm just going to apply our adhesive. Let's see, we want about 1/8 of an inch approximately. Little smidgen there. And just double check that real quick. Measure twice, cut once, I think is the carpenter's motto or something. And then, of course, we want this one on the very edge. So I'm just going to apply my adhesive right there. And slowly and carefully apply that flush on the side there. And Make a Wish is what we're going to stamp on that white piece using Blueberry Bushel. Just apply that nice and evenly and let the ink soak in. Love how that stamps. This Blueberry Bushel is gorgeous. So that ink is a little wet, so you want to make sure it dries before you glue it, or it could smear, and we don't want that. So meanwhile, let's find the best spot so it fits the length of the card, which is nice, at a diagonal. Now, I've seen cards like this, and they look good. But I like the little, like, almost like a diamond when you attach it like that. So it's point to point, basically. And again, I'm only going to apply adhesive just to the left side. Just like that. And then I'm going to apply just a tiny little bit of adhesive. And this little piece is a little over 3 inches. Just going to put that right there. And I want 2 dimensionals for my little cupcake. I pre-stamped and fussy cut out. And this one's going to go on the inside. This should be dry now, so just going to center it. Lift up one side and apply our adhesive. And then we're going to apply our cute little cutout piece. Just like that. An easy to replicate fun fold. So fun. And our third and final card this evening. When we do paper pumpkins, I tend to overdo like multitudes of cards. But sometimes you just have to take it slow when you've got some really fun, easy fun folds, just so that we all don't get lost. But this one is a really nice fold that shows off both sides of your designer series paper. And your DSP is 11 3/4 by 5 1/4, scored at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. Love the even numbers. And then the card base is basically 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's a quarter sheet of cardstock. Now the designer series paper is 11 3/4 by 5 1/4. And it's scored at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. That is what we're gonna make. This is an Athena original. Look at that gorgeous paper. You get to see both sides. And I did make a wish, and I'm wondering if I should stamp happy birthday up there too. Or is that just a given? Okay. So this little gold mesh is approximately 7 inches. And I'm basically going to put a knot in the middle. Just like that. And we're going to be using the gold textured adhesive back dots. And then this happy birthday and die cut is taken from Beautiful Butterflies. So I'm using several stamp sets tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and fold this gorgeous designer series paper. I'm just burnishing all sides. There it is. Find that nice scored piece. There we go. That's how it's going to go. All right. Just kind of go over that. Nice and flat. We're going to go ahead and adhere our DSP to the card base. This Pretty in Pink paper is probably one of my favorites. It is the most beautiful pink. I would even say vivacious. Very nice. Okay, so there's our card base. I might have to take my sweater off. It's getting hot in here. All right. So again, we've got these pieces that are, these pieces here that are just already from the die cut piece that this one was part of the DSP that I cut, but this is the punch out pieces right here. Okay. And so this first fold is where I'm going to attach this piece. It's got that really fun sunflower. So I'm only going to adhere a little bit to that one side right there because I want to be able to open it and see. And then this piece is going to come just like that. So it's small enough that I'm going to use glue dots. It's really sticky, so be careful. And then I'm going to adhere this one. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Okay. Just find where you want it on there. I think that's going to work. And I'm wondering, I might want to do haven't completely decided. Maybe this, yeah, I think I want to do it right there. Now the first sample, it's the shape of the cake stir thing is a little different. I still like it like that, but yes, I'm going to add this one right there. I think that's going to work. So I'm just going to add a little adhesive. And you want to make sure that it's going to fit flush, because if it's off, then it won't fit in your envelope to mail out. Now we've got our little knot that we made with the mesh gold, and I'm going to use a little glue dot because I want that on there. I think that's really nice. So I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. And again, you want to make sure it's going to fit inside your card. Yeah, I might trim it down a little bit more. There we go. A little bit goes a long way. And then I want to bring in a couple of these. Let's see, I think I'm going to put one there. And how about one right here? Okay. And then last but not least, We got our happy birthday. We're going to stamp Make-A-Wish for the inside. And one reason why we stamp first before we adhere is in case we mess up. We can turn our paper over. Make-A-Wish. Okay, let that dry. And this one's going to be all the way inside. We adhere it down. And that's our fun fold. Very, very easy to work with this one. Beautiful paper, and it shows off both sides of the designer paper. I like both of them very well. And I wanted to also show you in the catalog with this paper. Let's see. It's just a couple of pages back here. It's right after the butterflies, Wildflower Birthday. Lots of samples. And a lot of these are those cutout pieces. And these are all the little sheets that are cut out. And I used the 2 cakes for that card. And there's that mesh. And I didn't use the party dots, I just used the gold. But this is a fun one. It's got lots of fun ideas. In fact, when I knew I wanted to do this fun fold when I saw this fun fold in here. And although I don't have the measurements for that one yet, that's on my to-do list next. It looks really simple. I knew I could replicate something similar with the card template that I already had using this fun fold. So we made that one. And we made this one. 2 fun folds. 3 fun folds. And our little sour cream pouch. Super fun. Lots of fun projects. And what else do we have? And then these fun little pouches that I made to share. Lots and lots of fun. I am so glad you joined me tonight or on the replay. Did I say replay? Replay. I must be tired. I think it's been kind of a long week. But anyway, these were so fun to make. And I was very excited to share all of this with you and just how easy it is. So hopefully you guys will share what you're making and join us, not next week, but the last Thursday of the month, the 27th, for our next live. I will be out of town at the Whooping Crane Festival, so I won't be here next week. But thank you all so much for joining me, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Happy stamping.